Peace and bliss to all. Thank you so much if you came today. I really appreciate your support, your love, your energy. Trust me, I can feel all of it. Give a special shout out to my cousin. Goddess, I love you so much for posting, putting my things on your page. That's true support. Not just telling someone, hey, that's good. True support is posting it and letting your audience get their own interpretation. So I appreciate that. I am on this series, The Chameleon Goddess. And this is a wasted species. That's what that looked like in the last one. It was audio. I told you guys I wanted to show you who Chameleon was, and that's what I am doing here today. Like her or not, she is here. I was to throw people off a little bit, but try not to focus on the eyes, focus on what's coming out. The series, you, me, in the sky cloud. A lot of people may not know exactly what I mean. Today we need to discuss and awaken the information that was left behind by our ancestors of you, me, and that big clock in the sky up there. The first topic I want to get on is signs. It is Libra season. I am Libra. And it is a full moon on today. If you do not know, I think the full moon was actually yesterday because it looked full. But anyway, if you're into rituals or wanting to get into rituals, the moon is a powerful vessel. The moonlight is a powerful energy to help bring forth manifestation on this plane. Everyone knows their sign. The sign that you know is what is called the sun sign, which means the sun was in this particular constellation when you were born. You have also a placement of the moon. I say all that to say this. You have 3 signs. That's right. You have 3 signs. And you can say, no, I don't, or that you don't believe in it. Regardless of if you want to believe it, this is truly what it is. You have 3 signs. Okay? The first sign that everyone knows is the sun sign. The next sign is the moon sign, which is the constellation that the moon was in at your birth. And then you have your ascending sign, which is the sign that you are going to grow to be. What was I talking about? Your ascending sign. So in order to know what all 3 are, you have to know the exact time that you were born. You need to know that because it's a clock. It's constantly turning. So it changes every 4 minutes at the particular point that you're sitting at. So where I'm sitting at, if you got the coordinates to this spot where I'm sitting and you look at which constellation is directly above my head, in 4 minutes, you check again from this direct spot and that constellation would have shifted over a few. The sky changes every 4 minutes, just as the sun and moon looks to us as it's going from east to west. The entire sky map of stars and constellations moves as well. If you remember the planetarium, a lot of us had to go to the planetarium as a field trip in elementary. So that's the best interpretation ever that you will get of this plane that we are existing on. Even there, you've seen that it would turn, because you're looking at it from a more vast perspective in a minuscule facility. Going outside right now, you're seeing just a piece, a subsection. So the planetarium brought it to you, the sky in its entirety. And in order to depict that, it had to be on a dome. That should raise questions right there. They choose to depict it on a dome-like shape because that is what the sky actually is shaped as. So you don't have to agree with me. Again, the intent of this channel was to put out information that's just not popular. For you to do your own research and not shun it away or disown it, because we all are intertwined and connected, whether you want to believe it or not. We are all parts of one whole universe. Once we understand that, we could live much better. We continue to think things are separated. Just like, for instance, you have people who are heliocentric, which means they believe that the sun is the center, surrounded by the other planets which are circling it. Then you also have the flat earth theory, which I dwell in, because the heliocentric is what taught me everything I know. This is why I say don't disown, because you need both halves. Everything is not gonna have the whole truth in it, because that's just where we are. If you're familiar with the Bible, Jacob's ladder, I'm not completely precise with the story. In the Bible, something was going on. They were building a tower to heaven, and the tower was so close, and these were all the people of earth at the time working to build this ladder. And then it is said that God, seeing that they were almost to heaven, he didn't want them to see that, so he struck the ladder down and broke up all the languages. When he broke up the languages, he put a piece of the ladder in this language and a little piece of the ladder in that language, and so forth. I say that to say everything is one. We need each other in order to build that stairway to heaven. It sounds cliche. It does. But truth is simple. It's the lie that is complicated. Us as humans downing people for what they know, how they were born, what they are into, is just pure buffoonery. It is written that the truth was broken up into different languages and different cultures, and so why wouldn't you want to know what all things have to say and make your own determination and not be told? Because man know not by being told. And I know y'all see my circle here. I decided to sit in it. By the way, I know I got off topic, but I decided to sit in it because the moon and the sun, they are both circular. And that's one thing that I love about, since I've also been on the hula hoop journey and I've learned to do tricks, and I've been basically using it as meditation and things like that. And I'll eventually post videos and get into all the things that I'm into very shortly. But like I said, we're gonna get this knowledge. The sun is a perfect circle. Moon is a perfect circle. Everything is a perfect circle. Venus, Mars, Earth, and Jupiter, Neptune, Uranus, Pluto. Who did I forget? Mercury. Who we're in retrograde right now. I don't know about you guys, but it's okay to admit that you are feeling the effects of a retrograde. Yes, you are strong. And this is to my advanced spiritual people. Yes, you are strong. And that was about the cuss. But if all that BS that humans are into and that they praise, we're done with that. But we still need healing as well. For the strong people out there, definitely make sure you're checking on yourselves for sure. You have 3 signs, is what I was getting. You have to know exactly what time you were born to get an accurate reading. Now, you can always go onto Google and look up how to find your 3 signs or your birth chart, which will usually tell you everything you need to look that up and put in the time that you feel that your parents or whoever may have told you that you were born. Try that and just see what results you get and see does that resonate with your DNA. A lot of people don't know what time they're born. It's just unfortunate that it was taken off the birth certificate after a certain time. It was like it was no longer needed information. You want to know what time you were born. And you can also, if you're really serious about finding out the exact time that you were born, you can always go get your certificate of live birth from your local county. And they would have and be able to print it right then and there. I don't know, I'm in Texas. They print ours right then and there. We go sit on the bench, we wait for a few minutes, they call our name, bam, it's right there in our face. I know some people might have to mail theirs in. I don't know how it goes. But yeah, definitely do your research in your area. The document and be able to print it right then and there. I don't know, I'm in Texas. They print ours right then and there. We go sit on the bench, we wait for a few minutes, they call our name, bam, it's right there in our face. I know some people might have to mail theirs in. I don't know how it goes. But yeah, definitely do your research in your area on obtaining your certificate of live birth. Not your birth certificate, because there is a difference. You want to get your certificate of live record of life. And that will show you the time that you were born, so that you can get an accurate reading and start getting deep into who you are, why you came here, and what you're meant to do. You can get a general reading, but if you have a time that you think, just a number that keeps popping in your head, just try it and see how you resonate with that. You want to know so that you can get the exact reading, because that's why you would see some person who has they could have the same birthday. They could be in the same season. You're like, oh, you a Libra, cool, I'm a Libra too. And then, y'all get to know each other more and you're like, you're not like me, or you're not like other Libras that I've come into. That's because that Libra has 2 other signs that you must respect. We deal with these signs every day. And that is some knowledge that has been suppressed. I did see an article when I was in high school. People who are billionaires pay attention to their birth charts. If these people, in another study that said like half the billionaires didn't even go to college. If they didn't even go to college, what made them get into, this particular subject? And what makes them really believe in moving on what this chart says? It's because it's ancient. It's ancient history. Because we're so modern these days, what's ancient is just not popular. It's old news. It's yesterday's paper. It shouldn't be like that, but that's just how it is. It's up to us, hey, the ancestors who are back and who are here to tell you that you don't gotta search. You don't need to search for anything. Everything was left to you right here so that you can know what you came back down here to do. That's right. I said what you came back down here to do.
That's right. I said what you came back down here to do.
Yes, if you think that this is your first time on Earth, why people been telling you had an old soul your whole life? Why you keep getting deja vu moments? Because you've already been here. Energy is never created nor destroyed. Therefore, we were always existing before existence. Once you get a grasp on the all being incomprehensible, you'll get a comprehension. And I know it sounds crazy. I know. Imagine if you were really the Most High One right now, and you had dominion over all of these energies. These energies, that's over 7 billion energies, and they're constantly procreating. What would you do? You wouldn't even know where to start. Remember Bruce Almighty when he first became God and all them voices? It's levels to this shit. Levels to this. For real. It would be incomprehensible for you. And like I said, once you understand that the unknowing is incomprehensible, then you can find comprehension. You can find your ground, and you can find your peace, and get to the mission that you intended to complete. 3 minutes, y'all. I'm not trying to make none of these videos too long. I want to give you some quick as well as informative and intriguing information for you to go search and dive for yourself. I am a open social butterfly. If you've done it, tell me what you think. If you don't want to do, you want me to do it for you, just message me. I will do that for you. That's why I decided to come talk at this angle, because I wanted to almost be like you here in the room with me. And I'm talking to you directly, because I'm in the room with every single one of you right now. Whether you want to believe it or not, I am you, you are me, and me are we. Freestyle. I'll make a part 2 to this video. That's what I do. Not keep you waiting long for that part 2. Stay tuned, because I'll get deeper into the actual sky, what it is, the symbols that have been used on Earth, even like just looking at the Google logo, looking at different logos that are popular with corporations today, how they have used the symbols of the sky clock, and that would prove why they're so successful, because they know which energy to put forth to manifest mountains. And now it's our turn. We're meant to do something. And that's why we are feeling a mass awakening. Our DNA, and like I said, we're the ancestors and we're back, will no longer allow us to continue the way that we've been living. You know that this is not the life that you intended. You know what I'm talking. So again, I want to express the utmost gratitude to not only you, the Most High One, and all energies on planet Earth today, all species, whether wasted or not. I wish bliss on us all, and peace and grounding and stability and starvation. Not a physical starvation, but a starvation for the mental, to want to come get this information, come across the information, a topic, go deeper into it and take it to your life and see how you can get some things solved using information that you would have never thought pertains. I am the Chameleon Goddess. This is A Wasted Species, and stay tuned for part 2.